I am 21 years old and I live in a shipping container. Let me show you around so you can see how I make the most out of this small living space, and maybe it will even give you some inspiration for what to do with your own tiny home. I've lived in this shipping container for 1 year. It is student accommodation and everyone has their own container, and it is literally shipping containers stacked on top of each other here in the middle of the city. And from the outside they've really not hidden the fact that these are just shipping containers, but I would say the design actually works because they're located in the middle of a city in a high-tech area. So this is where you enter the apartment. I've got some shoe storage down here, a vacuum cleaner, an umbrella and some other stuff shoved into the corner over there for storage. I've also got a coat hanger over there. There is a kitchen table or like a working area for 1 or 2 people, but I've removed the other chair. But yes, I like sitting down here on my iPad watching or reading stuff, and I've also got this little chair for my phone. And on the shelf I've just got a bunch of decorations and some medication and just some good everyday essentials. Doing a flip, we've got the other side of the kitchen, and as you can tell it is a very long kitchen but also very narrow. It is only 2 meters in width. I've got a freezer, microwave and speaker stacked on top of each other for space efficiency. I don't know why I'm showing you this, it's just a normal freezer. On the other side we have got the cooking area, which consists of a little counter area here, stove here and also an oven, which is very nice. So this came with the apartment, and so did the fridge, but this is very small. I will show you this. This is the storage I've got in the fridge, and a little location for freezing stuff, which is clearly not enough, which is why I got the freezer. Got a bit of a kettle there and some drying for the dishes there, since there is no dishwasher, which I think is a shame. Up here I've got some storage. This is where I store my plates and some cups and glasses and other things which are commonly used in the kitchen. I'm quite a tall guy, so I prefer keeping my everyday stuff higher up as opposed to lower down. In here I've got some more things. This is mostly food, but over here, this is the interesting part. This is where I've got my coffee maker, out of sight and out of mind. I like to drink coffee, but I had no space for it outside of here, so I just keep it in there. And this is where I keep my spices and other stuff. Very noisy. Got some decorations there and an old computer. And in here I've got even more storage. Got my cutlery over there, cooking equipment, and down here I've got sort of cleaning sprays and other stuff and some bags. And up here, this is very interesting. This is where the hot water is created. So this is all I've got. It lasts for about a 10-minute shower. And I've also got some tools in here as well. Now you may wonder, what are these boxes over here? The first one on top here is the electricity unit, and down here I've got the internet thing. I like that I got those little arrows on top here for the internet connectivity. Now, do I like it here? Well, yes, mostly. It's fresh, it's clean, it's modern. The design is excellent as well. I would say everything looks very good despite the fact that it's a container. One concern I had when I moved in here was if I would be able to hear my neighbors a lot, but I can safely say that no, that is not the case. It is dead quiet in here. Now, these shipping containers also have a good location. They're located in the campus area of the university I go to, so that's also very convenient and the main reason for why I live here. When it comes to negative things in this apartment, I would say that probably the worst thing is the fact that the bathroom is in the middle of the apartment, between the kitchen and the bedroom, and that is fine if I am just by myself, but the moment there are more than one person in here, we get problems. And if you're multiple people in the apartment and one person is going to the bathroom, you will have to lock the others either into the bedroom or into the kitchen, which is not ideal. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. Another problem with this design of the apartment is that there is a fixed single bed. There is really no appropriate way to create a double bed, which will be a problem if you want to sleep with someone else and not just by yourself. And just like the nature of how a shipping container works, it is quite narrow and it can feel a bit cramped sometimes. This is, I think, the biggest possible container you can get. It's very long, but also very narrow. So it's not ideal to live in, really, I wouldn't say. And another bad thing about living in this container is that there's really no sofa or couch for people to hang out on. Every single morning I make my bed and I turn it into sort of a sofa thing, but it's not as comfortable and it's certainly not the same thing as having an actual sofa. And sometimes you may not want other people in your bed in the same place where you're sleeping at. And maybe other people don't want to be in your bed as well. Moving into the bathroom from the kitchen, we've got a very nice and fresh design. Obviously got a nice mirror in here and a towel drying device. And I've also got some storage in this mirror in here where I keep a bunch of stuff that I use on a regular basis. Got some soap and a candle there to make it look nice. This is the showering area, which I think looks very good. I also really like the tiling on the floor as well. But this is a very good looking apartment in general. I'm very lucky to have this. And on the wall I've got some nice paintings to have a look at while you're sat on the throne. Also got a tiny table here to keep stuff on and an air conditioner, which I use in summer because it can be upwards of 40 degrees in here. When you live in a small space like I do, it is important to have good storage solutions for all your things. And I can happily say that they've really made some good choices in this shipping container. There is storage under the bed. In the bathroom, there are shelves close to the ceiling in the bathroom. Very smart, very clever use of space. I've got this storage thing behind me where I keep a lot of my stuff. I've also got a sitting thing here which you can sit on, and it also doubles as storage. So that's very clever. And then entering the bedroom. Like this, we've got the final room in this apartment. I've got my fixed single bed here. As you can tell, it's built into the apartment. It's stuck to it. But I like to turn it into a sofa hanging out place during the day. So I make my bed every day for that. In here, I've got my clothes and I've got some extra just other stuff in here. I've got a pillow there, I got my bag there, gym bag, and just a bunch of game controllers over there. Because I like to play games, but I don't have much time for it. And I do that over here. So I sit over there and I play my games over there. And this is where I keep a bunch of my stuff. There's a room for lots of storage. I quite like books and games, so I need storage for that. In here, I've also got my air purifying device, which is useful because I'm allergic to pollen. So this really helps out. There we have some you can sit on these, and you can also I also keep some stuff in them, so it's very smart, very clever design. Here I got some flowers, and then we move on to this sick view which I have in my apartment. So I like to sit and work here while also looking at the view. This is a very incredible place to live at, so I try to make the most out of it because I will not live here forever. Now, should you live in a shipping container? Probably not. I would rather have a proper home, but it works surprisingly well and I'm happy living here. And because of the fact that this one is very modern and built to a modern standard, it is actually a good place to live. I'm satisfied. But at the end of the day, they are just shipping containers. They're built to ship stuff. They're not built to be homes. So I would keep that in mind if you're considering to live in one. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts about living in a shipping container. Leave any questions in the comments below. Give me a like if you liked the video, and also subscribe for more content like this. The next video to watch is on the screen and I shall see you there. Bye. I think this is good.